Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, and thank you for coming back to the current viewers tonight and the future viewers in the future. Uh, we we'll be talking Elden Ring lore tonight, but it's open mic with anybody that wants to discuss the lore. And what does that mean? That means that if you wish to discuss the lore, you'll have to join the the Discord, and the Discord is a link to the Discord will be in the show description or in the video description, and it'll also be in the chat description as well. There is, well, there've been some changes to OBS, so we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. So tonight, besides the lore, we'll also be discussing the question of the week. And the question of the week is a doozy this week, ladies and gentlemen. A doozy. It's a mamma mia. It's a como te la vu, or whatever that means. I don't know. It's one of the best lore questions I think we've ever had on this show. And yeah. And the lore question is, what's it like to be tarnished? What's it like? I think this is a good question to discover what you yourself brings to the game. What you bring to the game, what bias you bring, what experience, what lens you see the game in. Welcome back, Rattle. Nice to see you. So yeah, I think it's a great question. It's a real doozy. Welcome back, Pharaohs. And yeah, I think it's a good question. Let's see. Any announcements? Yes. Go check out Serious Moonlight. He came out with a new video yesterday, I believe, or the day before, or this week. Probably yesterday, I believe. Great video. Great video. Dang. Oh, dang. I don't set up those event times. That's somebody else. So I will have to talk to my middle management. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you for letting me know, Pharaoh's event. Wow. Yeah, they do have it wrong. They do. How do I? Well, well. Oh well. Let's see. Oh well. I'll talk to her about it and let them know. But it's okay. Nobody's gonna get fired. Nobody ever gets fired from the Inquisition. It's boss's fault, probably. It probably is. Let's see. So we already have some callers waiting. We have a couple, and if you want to join this, I will be putting, the man. What is it? The link, the Discord link. I'm like scatterbrained today. I'm not. Let me get a drink of coffee. Let's focus. Let's focus, Inquisitors. Coffee. Make sure you grab your cups of coffee because tonight is going to be a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's give out all the shout outs first to all our friends and fellow Inquisitors. All right, Cirrus Moonlight, new video, go check him out. Boss Saucer, new video, go check him out. These are all people on YouTube. Jackal Khan, I think he's got a new video on YouTube. Check him out. He's also on Twitch, Sunset Jackal. Check out Jack is a Mimic. He the GOAT. Check him out. Let's see. Annie Nikapoo. Check him out. Or check them out. Check her out. Let's see. Metafactual. Check him out. Let's see. Who else? Anybody? Spiral Unity. Check them out. Let's see. Anybody else? I mean, the Friends of the Inquisition is growing. It's a growing thing. So, yeah. If I missed anybody, no offense. Don't take it personally. I'm an old man in my Inquisition office. Welcome back, Nozzle. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. That's it. Any big news? Let's talk about real quick. Chuck Norris, may he rest in peace. He's passed away and gone to a better place. Now that we've had a moment of silence, let us continue. Let's see what else. Any other announcements? No other announcements. Oh, wait, I take that back. The call-in show, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be moving. We're going to move the day of the call-in show instead of the end of the week. We're going to change it to Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to try it out on Wednesday. For the next few weeks, see how that works out. And then the Inquisition Radio Live podcast, we're going to do that on Saturday nights. So we're switching those days. We're switching the days on those. I think that'd be good. We're going to test that out for a few weeks and see how y'all feel about it, how we feel about it. And we'll just keep going on. Keep moseying on. Sunday mornings will be for other games, Resident Evil or Crimson Desert or anything like that. Because I plan on getting it. But I'm waiting to get a paycheck first. I got to get my paycheck next week. Got to get paid first. Living paycheck to paycheck, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a normal man. Let's see. So, yeah. Monday, Wednesday mornings, just regular gaming. And, yeah. No, not Monday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, regular gaming. And probably some lore theorizing on some Monday nights. We'll see. Yeah. All right, so let's get on with the show. Let's take our first caller. Who was first in line? Let's see. Who was first in line? First in line, I believe, was he's trying to get his record back, ladies and gentlemen, because he's been dropping the ball lately. But I believe it was Boss Saucer, right? So here we go. Boss Saucer. Welcome to the show. Oh, I thought we were going to have a new caller. I don't know. Here we go. Boss Saucer. Welcome to the show. Hello, boss.
Hey.
All right.
Am I heard?
Let's go ahead and speak. Let me double check. Let's see.
Okay. Testing. Water. Testing.
Yes. Can anybody hear him? It sounds like they can. I think they can.
Do they?
Yes. I can hear you. The
Okay.
Aquaman. What's up, boss?
Yep.
How you been this week, man?
Doing good. I've been playing all day Subnautica, and I'm putting baby penguins inside of a bioreactor you can do in the game, but apart from those details, I'm doing great.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Would you like to start off with the question of the week or jump into something?
No, it's okay. We can do the question.
Okay. All right, boss. For you, the question is, what is it like to be tarnished?
Well, that question makes me think of, like, how does it feel to be tarnished? Like, about the discrimination or how do we work as tarnished on itself. Well, the latter one, it's like, well, they don't want us in the lands between, so we are discriminated, like we are invaders for the citizens of the lands between.
Uh-huh.
So our reception is not that welcomed, and the tarnished are a failed intent of the fingers to regain the Elden Ring, because our protagonist is obviously the only one who does something, but no one has ever gotten that close. Well, we have
Wait,
Bike and
but
or
no.
something,
I mean,
and Bernal.
is it so? But okay, go. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish before I ask you a question.
Oh no, don't worry. And of course, apart from that, I like to think about how the tarnish work. Like, how does it feel to be tarnished? Like, are we undead, reanimated? Are we spirits in these lands of the dead? Just like it said about Night Rain, like the Night First being in spirit only inside of the game, and them having their true bodies outside of Limbo.
Uh huh.
Or are we just people, just like the game tells, like no other deviation, like we are revived and we get here physically? Are we normal humans? Are we undead? Or are we in between? Are we warm? Well,
Are
I,
are we
I,
warm?
I I think so, because Fia absorbs warmth of people, so I guess we are basically almost human, almost.
Almost. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Can I ask you a question? Are you done? Let me ask
Sure.
that. Are you done?
Yeah, yeah, hit me up.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. You said that the Atarnus was a failed plan or whatever. If it's a failure, then how is it that we? Well, did you already? Well, then how do we succeed then if it's a failure?
I
Or
mean, because we are the protagonist, we are the player, we overcome this impossible task. But apart from our character being the Gary Stew of the story, or the Mary Stew, depending of your gender,
uh,
uh, any other tarnished abandoned the job, or they are physically not able to finish the tarnished mission.
oh, okay, okay. Hmm. I like your answer. I like your answer on what a tarnish is. You went really deep with it, deeper than I suspected.
Not much, not much. The maybe someone will get something better.
You
But
think
yeah,
so?
I believe we are undead. We are Dark Souls undead for me.
Dark Souls Undead.
Yeah, yeah, because we turn into dust when we die, and we reform at at the graves. Just like Dark Souls One, you like you give off that white essence onto the floor and regain your shape again.
Hmm.
Like we are just like we are information, like every time we die, it's like, well, I do not know if someone here plays Ark Evolved.
Uh huh.
Well, that
I'm.
dinosaur game is a futuristic game, because well, spoilers, people. In the end of the game, you realize that island is a bubble of technology, like it's a flying station in space surrounding Earth, and
What?
basically every dinosaur is like a artificial dinosaur. Yourself, you can die, and the machine, the AI managing the whole island, reconstructs you.
What?
So everyone is a copy of something. You're a upload of yourself. The dinosaurs are not real, like they are uploaded data and they replicated the animals.
What? I didn't know
Yep,
that. I didn't know that.
yep.
I
Yeah,
never
it's
played that
really
game either.
futuristic.
Wow. I thought. Okay. Wow. Okay. Not what I was expecting.
Yeah. We're just copies of a copy. That's a tarnish, because real tarnished, they are dead, and we are revived
Uh huh.
tarnished. So we're just what remains of the tarnished dead, and we are in this land of the dead. But,
So you
you
really
can
think the
agree,
lands?
disagree.
You really think that the lands between is the land of the dead? Then, like 100%.
Um, Not 100% because there's nothing 100%. Well, I know the sun comes from the east. That's that's the most certain thing I know in my life.
Uh huh. Mm.
But yeah, I mean, we are the lands between are the Valhalla, the lands of the gods, a Asgard of some kind of, because there's living things that they have never left the lands, but there's dead things coming to the land, just like Asgard. That realm has Valhalla as a secondary location, and the dead come to it. And
Ah,
that's been discussed a lot. A lot of people, Jack the Mimic, uh, yourself, myself,
right.
a lot of people.
Okay, let me ask you a bonus question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, a bonus question for you, boss. What is your what is one theory that you don't agree with? Your the number one theory.
Hmm, that's a good one. Um,
If it's one of mine, it better be somebody else's.
oh no,
I'm joking.
maybe not a theory, but a in-game statement.
Okay.
The dragons are not the first beings in this world.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
that this.
You all
I
right?
think the Titans are. I think the Titans could be older, and there could be a creator of Titans. Who knows?
Well, oh man. Okay. All right. So that's interesting because I always considered the dragons to be the first ones, but I and when you're talking about the Titans, you're talking about the ones that we find in Kaled, right?
Yep, the giant skeletons up the mountains and in Kaled.
Oh, I when it comes to like civilizations and living beings, I always forget about them that they are even part of the world. Because they're just scenery at this point. Okay, so wow,
Yeah,
that's a good answer. That's a good
I
answer.
yeah I actually call them. Well, most people call them like bones in the earth. I call them the bones of the earth.
Bones
They
of the
make
earth.
the land.
Oh goodness. All right. So do you think Elden Earth is made from the bodies of these titans or just the upper
Most
crust?
likely, just like when a animal dies and decomposes, like worms came out, flies uh, eat it. Like there's death in life, and the scarlet rot is the example. Like where rotting is, where death is for something, there's more life to it. Just like these titans, they died so freaking long ago that
Uh-huh.
life sprouted. I think there's a cartoon in the early 10, like 2010s, maybe 2014. Like it's called the Owl House. Called the Owl House. I didn't see it. I have younger friends that they saw it. Basically, the cartoon is a giant titan. Like that's the whole map. Like the characters, they go to a place and they call it like the arm, like, or the leg.
The arm or the
Like
okay.
yeah, maybe I can send you some images, but yeah, it's a
Yeah,
giant horn demon titan thing, and that's the whole show in that giant continent made of that skeleton.
really. Okay. So it's kind of like Unicron from Transformers,
That too,
right?
or Xenoblade. I mean, the first
Xenoblade.
one is, yeah, the map is out of two giant titans who fought each other and they killed themselves. And that's the whole
Hmm.
map too.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I never heard of this cartoon. Rattle has a question for you though. Rattle has a question.
Sure.
If Valhalla is a hall, why didn't they call it a realm? As realm? Is that a
Like
joke?
a realm.
As helm? Or
Well,
like
yeah, technically Valhalla is in Asgard,
uh,
but I think Freya has another hole. I don't remember. I don't manage too much a really expertise on Nordic things, but I think Freya has a second hole, second to Valhalla as well.
ooh, Freya.
So Asgard, this land is a they are welcome of souls, of warriors exactly, just like the Tarnished are warriors,
Uh-huh.
or how the Helfensteeple has a red grace who beckons warriors. Just Marika, she just took that red grace and turned it gold. That's my theory. That she didn't invent anything. Like she's not even the first tree person who made a giant ass tree. Like we have the great tree or even the crucible tree, who knows? Or the
Heresy.
hornsend with their spiral tree. And the
Heresy.
grace, there's been grace before. Like the
Where?
Helfen grace is red.
You don't think the Helfin came second?
I couldn't confirm it. There's not enough evidence. I could tell you yes, but I would be lying to you, and so I'm
Hmm.
not sure myself.
Okay. Now that you've said it, now I wonder if it was first, because don't they say that the light at the top of the Helfin mimics or looks like a grace?
Yeah, like a red grace. So there could have been a
But
dev god and a giant steeple doing the same thing as the earth tree.
okay. All right. I see what you're saying. I can see that, because when I see that, I thought it was like mimicking, because since it looks like grace, I thought when I thought it sounds to me like that came second, right? Because if it was something first, it would have said, "And grace looks like this,"
I mean, they're never gonna admit it
or
that
I guess
came
you're right.
first.
And I could be just
But yeah,
I could be.
just like golden lightning comes from red lightning.
Oh yeah, I remember your little lightning talk. Do you have any diagrams for us this week?
No, I'm still cooking something. It's a lot
Oh
of work when you put like the big post. Then
yeah,
you need to work harder to complement it. I don't want to do something meh for you guys.
man. So let's talk about the boss for a minute. Just about you.
What, me?
Yeah,
No,
let's talk
no, no.
about you.
That's boring, bro.
No, 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 no. It's interesting because there are a lot of chicas
Ah,
out there that want to know about the boss. All right, boss. So
no,
you recently started a YouTube channel. Finally.
me? Wow,
Well,
no.
yeah.
Could, maybe it's a mimic of
You
me.
maybe it is, but it's got 2 videos on there, right? I've seen them both.
There's one
Did you delete the other one?
properly. No, it's still there, but thank you for reminding me. I need to
Thank
take
you.
it
No,
down.
no, don't take it down.
It's cringy, bro.
No, and that's the magical part of it, right? That you're brave enough to set yourself out there and then let the world love on you the way it should, right? What is your goal at this early development of your channel? What is the goal?
I just want to mess around and post interesting things that people I know would like. Just like me fighting something, getting mad about it, or me being scared in Subnautica. That's why I'm playing in it. But there's
Yeah.
no scary things in Subnautica. That much.
Well, I mean, eventually you might play some scary
Yeah.
things, right?
And maybe I can post a lore video. Like I can just film myself walking for 12 minutes, then post my voice over it for 12 minutes talking about something. I'm not saying
Amen.
doing videos is easy, but
No, it's
I can do something.
have you seen my videos? Come on, bro, it's easy. You could do it. You could do it. I believe in you. Because one, you have the
Maybe
charisma, the riz.
I don't, bro.
Look, you could do it. I'm telling you.
I'm
When
looking at the box
w-
that
uh,
it's with the word charisma and there's emptiness.
let me ask
There's
you this.
nothing for me.
Let me ask you this. When can we expect your first lore video?
If I
Next week?
if it well if
Monday?
God is willing to let me live another day, maybe tomorrow I can film it.
Tomorrow? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm just a guy. I have not all the time of the world, but like in
Wow.
4 hours I should be finished. Maybe not, but
A 4-hour video, you could do it. I believe you could do
no,
it.
no, 4 hours in making it.
Oh,
So maybe that's enough.
yeah, that's really enough. Because like in my lore videos, they're only 15 minutes long or whatever. I could get that done like 4 hours in a morning. You could do it. I believe in you.
Thank you very much for your faith in
You got
me.
it, bro.
That my myself, I don't trust myself too much, but thank you for trusting me.
Yeah. Don't trust in yourself. Trust in me that trusts in you.
Of course, always.
Always. Anyways, all right, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to ask you? No, I don't have any more questions. Do you have anything anything else you would like to discuss?
No, I don't have anything worthy, and I should leave the spotlight for someone else. I don't
Okay.
want to take too much time.
You worry too much, bro. You worry too much. Worry too much.
Maybe I do.
You do. All right, then. Well, we'll see you next time. And we'll see you on also, not only with your video that you're going to be making, but also you're on the Inquisition Radio Live channel
Yeah.
on that podcast on, I think, Saturday nights now. It's going to be next Saturday, I think.
You just let me know. I'm just surfing through life without any worries. Just tell me the day, and I will fall, and I will get on the call.
Fantastic. Thank you, man.
I'm
All right.
carefree as I leave.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear, man. Enthusiasm without fear. Live without fear. All right.
Sure.
Then. We'll see you next time then. Have a
Yep.
good night, man.
See you later, guys. Yep.
Everybody, that was the boss. You can find him on YouTube as Boss Saucer. Great guy. I'm glad I convinced him into making a video coming out soon. Welcome back. Let's see who's new. Welcome back, Cayman. Cayman, welcome back. Let's see who was next. Next in line was Jackal Khan. That's Jackal Khan on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of content creators here in the Inquisition Discord. I love it. And the best thing about it is, to be serious, is that we can bounce ideas off of each other and without worry, right? Because there's no judgment, just creativity for the sake of creating. I love it. All right, Jackal Khan, let's bring you in. Jackal, can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hear you. I hear you. This is also a sound test. This is also a sound test. Did it work? Did it work?
It does. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You have a velvety voice, man. You're missing you should start singing on your channel. Just little
I mean,
melodies.
I like doing little ditties when that's a wrong turn of phrase.
What?
I like doing little little jammy jams when I'm just like free flow and stringing words together. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've even done musicals in the past, so.
Oh, good. I look forward to a video on your channel where you're singing, maybe like a whole music video by Jackal. You could become like this is something no content creator's ever done, was do lore but to music, and that could be you.
I
think you could do it. Be like,
mean,
America
I can
is a
I
dragon.
can make some little poetic sing-alongs, but doing a whole musical based off of Elden Ring feels I don't know, a different type of game entirely. I don't think I could do the concept justice.
Dang.
I could make an attempt and be made fun of for it. I don't mind that, but
Yes, I say yes. I vote for that.
all right. But for the moment, I'm going to start out with some let's plays.
Nice. I like that.
Those will be the oars that rock the boat.
What let's plays are you do you have in the shop right now?
So I've developed a rebudding interest back into the Persona series.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got Valkyria Chronicles sitting in my storage that I wanted to take a crack at again. Let's see. There's also the Dungeon series, in case if anyone misses the old Dungeon Keeper games. These ones are pretty. What's the word? Good.
Oh, Jackal, not to interrupt you, but we got a request. Can you answer the lore quest or the question of the week as Pickle Rickard?
family, Morty family. Try it in this one.
All right. The question of the week for you. What is it like? What's it like to be tarnished?
Very well. I'm taking a sword out of my mouth, but so I've something a very what's the word? A very interesting item has been popping into my brain, and this one also comes from Night Rain. The Recluse's staff. Um, it's I can't do the whole thing, but anyway.
Okay, it's okay.
Um, so the Recluse's staff has a little bit of like, I can't remember it word for word, and a little difficult to pull it up, but I believe has the ability to like take on the mystical properties of whatever region it currently resides in, as if to say that since it does like glintstone sorceries in the lands between, it would probably have done like what were they called, soul arts from Dark Souls.
Uh-huh.
um and I feel like the two are like very different components in terms of like magical nature, but they still utilize the same effects. Like several spells from Dark Souls obviously retranslated to Elden Ring, and and I doubt we're not going to see him again in future titles. But what this relates to the question is that and Boss Saucer said it earlier, that the Tarnished are basically another form of the undead, and to an extent, I agree, but I think the composition is different.
Really?
At the very core, we still get the sticky little white stuff that disintegrates in the wind, but the stuff that creates the sticky little white stuff is vastly different, and I think that changes from region to region. It might entirely be possible to sail away from Caelid and land on Drain Lake, and all of a sudden, a Tarnished who would probably never grow old because of the nature of the realm he came from would find himself a withered-looking corpse, walking around and almost being mistaken for a hollow, even though a hollow is almost unthinkable in the lands between. I think just what region you're in can determine the composition of that abides your nature. Um, I think the land of reeds is almost kind of a point in this, is that everyone is affected by a blood crazed madness, but we don't have any blood crazed madness specifically in the lands between. Sure, we do have the Knight of Godric that stole Kenneth Height's castle being a plumb fool and mad to boot and obsessed with blood, but that's not the same thing as blood crazed madness that would like envelop an entire country in much the same way the frenzied flame would. So
Okay.
I think the effects of maybe the Elden Ring or maybe something else is mitigated regionally and perhaps arbitrarily.
Hmm.
Um, but what it means to be a tarnished specifically, we have these as facts. One, we are referred to as dead who yet live, implying that we have certainly died before, and the grace of America, or like maybe it might not be entirely America, but I think specifically America, is the grace that calls us and the tarnished we've met back entirely. Um, I think this because I still think America is an active player in the game of Elden Thrones um, going on here. I think that a tarnished is someone who, even though has died previously, is reliant on holy magic to remain immortal, or to be some sort of like half spirit, half flesh, something in between, much like the DLC's version of the larval tier. I think that is supposed to be at least a clue about the nature of the tarnished. we're not entirely flesh. We're not entirely a ghost. We're something in between.
I like that. I never thought about that. I never thought about it that way, especially when you were talking about, you know, that the about bringing in the other lands like Dread Lake and stuff like that. So does that mean? Do you think then there could be a tarnish in those lands? Do you think that is like almost canonical, or even?
I mean, the whole purpose of the tarnished was that they had grace removed, sent out away from the lands between to basically be little warmongers in their own right and establish warrior dynasties, so that there's like an excess resource of people to choose from to basically enact the final stage of America's plan.
Mhm. Hmm. Interesting. And okay, let me ask you a bonus question then.
Groovy.
What was America's plan?
I believe her plan, I think I actually mentioned this in a previous call in like way back, but I believe plan is starting from her decision to tarnish Godfrey and his kin was to basically have she was basically trying to fix her mistake. Being in godhood is a prison. She was like, oh goodness, I hate this. I kind of want out. And they must have been an attempt at a last ditch effort, but at least maybe there have been like other attempts to fix what she broke before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. All right. Does Does anybody have any questions for Jackal and his answer to the question of the week? And if not,
Question me,
we
and
can move.
together we shall devour the very no. Fuck, this is hard.
You got to practice. You got to
Well,
practice. And
it's not the voice; it's coming up with things that a pickle Rick Reichard would say.
all right. Okay. Let's see. So, do you have anything for us this week, Jackal?
Mm, I came back from vacation, so I'm a little loose in the mind for
Lore theories.
coming up. Talk about blasphemy and burning the tree. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Let's see.
So, I take it that you have
Uh,
a special interpretation of this subject, I guess.
so we have the two fingers, we have the greater will, and we have America.
Mm-hmm.
And of all, those are basically the three, I would say, the three head honchos when it comes to like important decision making about cultural taboos and that sort of thing. The Erd Tree is sacred, of course. This can't be denied. And in fact, an entire organization was formulated on the denial of this holy sacred truth with peppermint air quotes. Um, we have, and every indication we speak to, be it Enya or that other finger reader, or let's see, even Gideon would say that like, go ahead, burn the tree, don't give a shit what the two fingers say, and no mention of the greater will entirely about that.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm firmly in the camp that America wanted to burn the tree. I think she specifically created a daughter to, be the kindling maiden, the Bernie girl.
The
Uh,
Bernie girl. Yeah.
every I feel like this is like you could say Michael Zaki's throwing us a curveball. It's like he wants us to think it's America, but it might not be. And
And who
sure, I guess I'd like to see some evidence, but I don't see how not burning the Erd tree can not help her. You know what I'm saying? Like
uh-huh.
burn the shackles. Why not? Even if I have to sear my wrists to do it.
Okay. You know what? I like that interpretation. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Let's see. So, do you have anything else you would like to share with us, or Or
Let's see. I do plan on just doing some regular Let's Play postings for a moment.
uh-huh.
Uh, Nothing like concrete set in stone in terms of streaming, but I do tend to do that a little more often. It's mostly as I feel it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Not committed to a schedule just yet.
Not yet.
Um,
Okay.
let's see. I've got. Well, there are some things I'm cooking up, but I want to save those for later.
Save them. Save them. Yeah. Well, I guess if you don't have anything else, we'll let you go, my friend. And
Alrighty.
we'll look forward to you coming back, as always.
And I will look forward to being the back. I guess it would be Wednesday, huh?
Yep. On Wednesday. The call-in show is gonna be on Wednesday. So we're gonna have a short turnaround. And yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine.
Okay. I might have some extra noise in the background because of it, but
Oh,
we'll
that's
see.
fine. That's fine, man. I have children too, man. I have children too. I understand. No big deal. All right, then, man. Well, then we'll see you Wednesday. Take it easy, man.
See you Wednesday.
All right, everybody. That was Jackal Khan, and you can find him on YouTube and on Twitch as Sunset Jackal. Sunstorm underscore Jackal. All right. Let me drink some of this coffee real quick because we're gonna wake up. We got a new caller in, but first we got a returning caller, which I'm interested to hear what he has to say. All right, everybody. It's the one, the only bass, because he is bass. We're gonna see what bass has to say. The bass in your face. Let's see. All right, he's ready to go. Let's do it. Welcome, bass. Are you there?
Hey, howdy.
Hey, how's it going? Let me adjust your levels. You're a little low. All right, here we go. All right, go ahead.
Nothing much is going on with me. I was starting a new run after I finished all my homework and stuff. Just figured I'd check in.
Awesome.
The question of the week is about the tarnish, right?
Right. Do you want to start off with the question of the week?
Please.
All right. Question of the week for you, bass. What's it like to be tarnished?
I've heard a lot of good answers tonight. I think that like something to do with the undead is right, and I think this scheme that America has to try to rid herself of whatever's going on, or to solve the problem she created, whatever the problem is and however she created it. I think those are good answers. I do think that, and like maybe I've talked about it before, and there's definitely people who have brought up good points about why this is maybe not so big a deal, but like Mesmer can tell that we are a tarnish, and it seems like other people can too. So there might be something that's like physically about it. I like the idea that they're perhaps partially spiritual. I know we've talked about runes before being memory. And this idea that these spirits, these memories of people are dragged along the Erd tree lines back to the central tree. What I kind of imagine that means for us is like we're kind of, so like we see that there are, so the holy energy constructs that Margit make, I think, and like he can project himself in the same way, I think those are grace.
Those are what? Grace, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the holy energy constructs are grace. And I think so that when he puts the guy out, the version of him that we fight at Stormvale, I think that's also a grace construct.
Okay.
So I think what we are, is so like the tree itself is more than physical, and it is going all around the world. So when these people die in another part of the world, another part of the realm, they are brought back to the tree with all these memories, and she's creating a construct out of grace with them, with of us. Um, and so the guidance of grace is literally her will that we like imposed on our mind. We don't know. We don't have the ability to like contextualize it. Uh, it's just a like a faint direction that we see in the way we see, grace. But it is like her will just on that like is only affecting us because we are made of like parts of her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Parts of America. I never like what do you mean by that? Parts of America?
So
Because
she and the tree are kind of one and the same, and the tree is a big spirit tree, and the tree absorbs a bunch of spirit energy, and we know that spirit energy is at least in some ways, memory.
okay, I see.
So we kind of coalesce into America, and then she creates a construct out of the people that we were, and throws us off into the world to do her bidding. And like her bidding is only communicated to us because she has a very faint connection to the grace at us point. Because like
Oh, okay.
that is the most like she could never compel anybody to do anything. She could only point. Um, and I think I mean that's what I think.
Okay. You know what? I like your idea too. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. I like it. Thanks, man. Do
Mm-hmm.
you have anything else, or do you or are you good?
Not terrifically, no.
No. Okay. Well, thank you for calling in and answering the question of the week, man. I It's a good answer. Well thought out, in my opinion. Thank you, man.
One question that I have.
Oh, you have a question. Okay.
I do have a question. What is the mechanism that the teleporters?
The
Because we seem to be able to teleport by grace, and the teleporters are doing something totally different. They don't seem to use like gravity magic, which we see used in the Evergels, but they do seem to turn on and off at various times. Like somebody can control them.
You're talking about the ones
Uh,
like the ones we see at the Fort Belfries, the ones that we
yeah,
find in Sophia River.
yeah,
And so you're asking what are they, or
yeah. What are they? What kind of like? Is there another mechanism that is like that we can like?
I would say that they're using glintstone sorcery of some type. I think that's what it is. They're using like because we see a current going through that, right?
Mhm.
What if it's like the primeval current or the current of the stars, and we're transporting not only our souls but
Mhm.
also, maybe our bodies at the same time.
Mhm.
And that's what they're using to teleport these things ourselves, these monstrosities that we call tarnish, these zombies. And
Mhm.
and perhaps, you know what, if everything is a mimic, if we for the sake of the conversation, is everything is a mimic of a spiritual mimic, right? Like, then it's really just spiritual energy that you're sending through, right? Because it's like a black hole right there, and you see the stars. So yeah, I would say it is glintstone or primeval current magic that they're using to send your spirit across uh the realm or beyond space, maybe. I mean, because there's the
So,
current, it's got stars in it. So yeah, I would say it's probably somewhere along there.
so does
But
that mean you think that Ronnie is controlling them? Because I mean, I'm trying to think of who else could be our glintstone sorcerer who's like managing. because they turn on and off at different.
I
Well, they
wouldn't
mostly
say
just turn on it.
I wouldn't say that they need. I don't think they need anybody to control them. I would say they're kind of like an on and off switch, right? You put in the, or especially like with these, right? You put in the little key and it turns on. I think they've already been imbued with the magic that they need. You just have to turn on the switch. It's kind of like a light bulb. It's already all hooked up. You just gotta flip the switch and go. I think. I don't think they need a master at all.
Well, I guess the part that gets me about it is they do like there's different points in time where they turn on. So why would they turn on? Why wouldn't they just be on or be off?
You're talking about the one at the Divine Great Bridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to that one, that's an interesting one. I don't have a definite answer for that because I've thought about that too. I would say that perhaps it is, you need a great rune to turn that one on. It's because since it leads to the isolated divine tower. If you don't have the great rune, it's not going to turn on. I think the great rune might be the key to that to ignite it.
I was thinking if it's fate powered, like you were talking, maybe somebody was holding that fate back. Right?
Well,
like,
I mean, if it was perhaps, I mean, then there would be somebody as strong as Rajan out there, right? Because Rajan was holding back the stars, fate, and everything.
But that is opened when we kill Melania, right?
That is correct.
So Melania was holding back one fate.
Yeah, I mean, if the great rune, if a great rune also holds fate for that person, whoever holds it, that might be it too. That's an interesting question. Oh, wow. Let's see. Let's go to that divine bridge. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a good question. If anybody out there has an answer, if anybody in the future has an answer, let us know in the comments or let us know in the chat. Oh, look, this thing it's on, and I haven't been to Melania. So
maybe it doesn't turn on with Melania. Let's look it up.
Let's see. No, wait. Oh. Maybe it turns on with the death of Morgott, right? Because he's as far as I've gotten. I've killed Morgott. Maybe he himself was dampening the power of that, whatever that is, that portal, right? Because I know I have that open with other characters, or I have Lindell open with other characters that have not beaten Morgott. Let's go look. Let's go look to see if that is the case. That is a good question. Now I'm curious. All right, let's see. I think Beto is there. Oh, no, I think she may have killed Morgott. We shall see. Yeah, she's killed him. Okay. All right. Next character. Well, anyways, so yeah, it probably has to do with Morgott then, because she's not in the mountaintop of the giants either. Let's see. We'll go to Kenneth Heights. Kenneth Heights. Has he beaten Morgott?
Slated to find tower.
No, he has not killed Morgott. All right. So if it's closed here,
yeah,
it's not on the.
Oh no, that's for the door.
That's for the door. All right. So Morgott is alive in this world. Let us see. Nope. It must be just getting to the. Whatchamacallit. Being access into Lindell proper instead of coming through the. Whatchamacallit. The special teleport that we get in Weeping Peninsula. It must be that.
All right.
Yeah. You know what? We'll stay on Kenneth Heights. Close to the tree. All right then, man. That was a good question.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Have a
man.
good night.
You too, man. Everybody, that was Base Serpent. Come with those good questions, man. Good questions. All right, let's see. The first hour is gone. The first hour. I closed my eyes, but for a moment, and life passed me by. All right, so this is a new caller. I'm not sure how to say her name, but I will try. I don't know what it is, but these names are, sometimes they're very difficult. I won't lie. I'm only from Texas. I only have a high school education. So here we go. Welcome everybody to Leaky, I think, to the show. Here we go. Tuliki, come on down.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's
Welcome to the
going
show.
good. I'll save you the trouble. My name is Too Leaky, like a faucet. I'm too leaky.
Too leaky.
Yeah, I always say that so people can remember because, yeah, I know it's a mouthful. But, yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for explaining how to say your name, because there's somebody else in the Discord that I struggle to say their name, and it looks just as confusing as yours. But
Are you talking about a Nucky Poo? I am a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. I was geeking out. I love her theories. A lot of my she's prompted a lot of my thinking as well. So yeah, I was excited to see her on the show, and I love what you're doing here. It's such a great opportunity to actually discuss and really dig into it, and not just sort of parrot off the rote talking points of the overall plot of the story. So yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I appreciate your kind words. That's nice. Nobody's ever told me that. I appreciate it. You're the only one.
I'm a huge fan of yours as well. I think you're I really loved the more cosmic horror approach that you brought with both the worms theory and the patient zero theory. So I'm I have lots of thoughts. But yeah, I would love to talk about I'd love to talk about the question of the day, and yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll start off with the question of the week for you. Too leaky. I can say that. That's easy.
Yeah.
What's it like? I'm sorry. What's it like to be tarnished? Go ahead.
Okay, so I think when I first started playing Elden Ring, the intro cutscene shows all of these figures, and they're all dead. And including yourself, you're being given the spark of life. It's also giving you the sort of cross the fog. You're sort of crossing the barrier between the living and the dead. And so my feeling is that the tarnished is in the underworld. I think that you have America and this pantheon of gods ruling over what is essentially purgatory or Hades or Valhalla. I loved Jackal's thoughts on us being the undead. But I think this is I think that's why everything, all manners of death, wash up here, as to the suppressing pillar in the DLC, and why there is this sort of mishmash of all of the events of human history, from the very beginning to the rise and falls of empires, and now we're sort of roughly around the time of the Crusades. I think George R.R. Martin loves historical references like that. So yeah, I think we're dead. I think we are dead.
Amazing. Okay, let me ask you a question then. If we're dead, right? Then what's the point of it, sending the tarnish out and everything like that, you know? Or is it to like a different death world, I guess? Or what can you reconcile that?
I think America realizes that godhood is a prison. It's similar to like how Hades is, you know, not happy that he's been tasked with overseeing the underworld. Like, I think she realizes what a trap it is. And I think there's also, you know, a lot of cosmic horror elements to this, where there's, you know, probably the influence of, you know, space creatures and all of that. But I think she realizes she's being manipulated in ruling over the undead, wants out, wants to break the wheel, like, you know, Game of Thrones style.
Right.
And the reason that FromSoft makes you play the game through 3 times, not just once to get 100%, is because you are meant to realize being Elden Lord is a trap. You are just perpetuating the cycle. Burning it all down only creates more suffering and restarts the cycle in the same way, because, you know, it all comes from one grate and then, you know, the cycle starts again. And that you really need to choose free will and removing the influence of the gods to escape the cycle.
Wow. I've never that is a completely unique interpretation I've never heard or read before.
Awesome.
Wow. Because the whole thing about playing it 3 times, that's really meta. I mean, that's crazy.
When I started New Game Plus, I had this experience because I played blind on my first playthrough, like, until I didn't and started looking up how to beat all the bosses. But I played through. I really screwed up like a lot of the quest lines on my first playthrough. I was not a very good gamer when I started playing Elden Ring, but I played it enough now. I think I'm okay. But I was so afraid of fighting things. I fought Margit, and I ran away, and then like didn't fight anything until I had opened up Altus Plateau. I had been like all over the place, and one of my friends texted me, and they were like, "I beat the game," and I was like, "Shit." I have to I have to go beat all of these bosses now. And so when I started New Game Plus, I was like, this is like time, like I'm time traveling back in time.
What?
And meeting people at the wrong point in the timeline, because like I'm meeting them before I met them the first playthrough. So all of a sudden, I knew more about them than they knew about me. Like, in the same way that if you were caught in a temporal loop, like doing Groundhog Day over and over, like, you would start to memorize the patterns of their, you know, where they're going to be, and like be able to play it in a way where you perfect the loop, right? You're trying to escape this temporal loop that you're caught in. And I think the boss fogs, you know, like you are essentially creating a Schrodinger's box every time you
is.
And so Schrodinger's box is this idea in physics where the cat is either alive or dead inside the box. But you don't know until you check. So the boss fog, you go into the boss fog, and then you're back at the start until the boss fog doesn't lift until you've successfully completed the task. So essentially, you're getting multiple attempts at that timeline to perfect the cycle.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I think we're caught in I think we're in a Groundhog Day type situation.
That is so fascinating. I've never heard an interpretation for the time travel, because, you know, you may not have seen any of my live streams or any of my other stuff, but I do not like time travel. The idea of it is horrendous. But now that the way that you've said it about, especially including the New Game Plus idea, that meta idea, once again, is like, and then Nick Poo said, really refreshing. I don't know how to say her name, but it like what? So where did you come up with this idea?
Like I said, I think part of it was, playing Hades and the idea of like battling your way out of the underworld, running into the DLC, like everything is death. Everything is a grave site or a coffin ship or like it's all death rituals. It's not like, where are the school? Where are the schools? where are the children? Like, I know that death and rebirth and life is all screwed up, but I think the fact that like the game really does encourage you to replay it, and you get more out of the game the more you do. And like there's so much religious propaganda you're like, this is the way the world works. And it's all meant to encourage you to not question like why any of it works the way that it does. And America's so determined, and America's so determined on breaking the cycle. And George R. R. Martin, that was a central conceit of Game of Thrones as well, was breaking the wheel of power. So I just, I don't know.
Okay, let me ask you a question about your interpretation here, because I do enjoy it. If this is a land of the dead, can you reconcile why we see like why we see dead spirits, and why are some, like the jellyfish?
Okay, well, I don't want to get into like a whole another I think there is some weird like you've said, like some cosmic horror elements to this, where I think some of why people are being conferred godlike powers is because of this influence of the outer gods, and a lot of it seems very like on the surface level is like, oh, it's so you're bathed in light and whatever. But then when you dig into it, all of it seems very like, body horror, like the rot is eating Melania away, and like Rykard is, like you showed, like, still you've killed the serpent, but it was only pretending to be a serpent. It was something else,
She
and so it gives you the feeling of like, oh, it's all you did it. You're a hero. But like, are we just playing into their plans kind of thing?
Smart. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I talked to you earlier, right? Or I tried to. I was at work. So you have like an interesting story that something happened that, right?
Yeah.
To you?
So
do you want to share that? Do you want to share that with us?
Sure.
Okay.
So when I joined the Discord a little while ago to like check out what you guys were discussing, and then I saw that you had posted a video. I also organically just saw watching LoreTubes. It's by Sean Sesko, I think his name is. And basically it broke down one of my old Reddit posts in video form. I had been working on a theory that the outer gods are connected to the planets. Like we see some of that imagery in, the Fell God's Eye being like the storms of Jupiter. I think that's one a lot of people have seen. And I was also very interested in, I'm a graphic designer, have an art history background as well. So I was also like recognizing a lot of the art history and mythological references that I think are influences, maybe not necessarily like direct one-to-one comparisons, but I thought that Melania, her second form, really reminded me of Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, where she's like rising from the seashell. Everybody knows that one. And was starting to wonder if there was a parallel to the actual planet itself, because we know that we're, even if we're in a fantasy land, Elden Earth,
she
we
knows.
we know that it's actually our solar system, because we have Castle Sol and we have the actual moon in the sky with like the actual craters of our moon. And so I was like, there's so much propaganda about, America is the one true God, but like, if you're the one true God, then why do you have to say that? If there's not other gods you're trying to edge out and be like, not them, not them. And we know that there's an outer god of rot that's pretty well established. So I was really picking up on these like Roman pantheon connections of like Melania being Venus, and maybe there's some statues of Mars that look a lot like the armor that Radon wears, and was starting to be like, oh, is his arena like the surface of Mars? It's like a red, dusty land. And then I realized that the Mikola is said to be the Mikola. He charms people. He like makes them fall in love with you, and he uses heart stolen at the end, like when he's charming you, and over your head you have a bow. It's like a bow shape. And so I'm like, oh my God, he's Cupid. And I realized there was this art history connection of, Venus and Mars getting married, and it representing like a détente, or like a tenuous peace between love and war. And thought it was an interesting subversion that maybe Mikola stole Radon's heart away from Melania. So, yeah. So I thought Shaunesco did an amazing job. Love that I got credit for it. And I mean, I think I put real art in my original Reddit post, so there's like boobs and stuff, and so it got like no traction whatsoever. So I'm actually really happy that it got picked up and got elaborated upon, because I don't think I've seen that interpretation many other places.
I haven't. Wow. I mean, you're like, it's like a fresh of breath air almost. we can all breathe here at the Inquisition now. I mean, we didn't know we didn't have oxygen. We've been this huffing, worm poop. I mean, wow. This is really good. Let me ask you a question though, of your idea there, right? Because you said that Mikla stole Radon away from Melania, right? Don't you think it's the other way around, since she was first, entranced by him and sent to kill Radon?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I do. So there's like a Mikola lily over the arena where we fight him, like implying that Mikola was like watching us the whole time. And so like, I don't know. It's possible that Melania kind of like put the plans on pause, but I think that the fact that like Mikola like charms people, I could see it, and that they were the two that married, like I could see it being a subversion of like Venus and Mars getting married, and whether or not it was, either's. It's hard to read their intention, after the fact, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Who is worse, Mikla or Moog? We're judging you now.
Mikola is naive. I think Mikola is naive, and so it's hard to, like, I don't know. It's hard to ascribe malice to a child. I mean, like even if it was manipulative, like like I think it's just, you know, loving your uncle too a little bit too much.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Moog,
You're not a
I
Moog
don't know
sympathizer?
how. I don't know. I like it's hard to know because like how willing of a participant was the cocoon. I don't think I think Moog is pretty bad, but but I don't know what it's really like. I've heard some other theories cooking, so so I think there's some interesting things to do with, you know, Mogwin and all of that. So I'll leave those theorizing up to you guys.
Oh, not me. Let's see. do you have anything else that you'd like to share with us or anything? You know, since you're new.
I don't have any plugs. I have lots of theories, so I will share more later.
Oh, really? Oh, great. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the Discord, and you know, when you see like people on the voice channel, feel free to jump in whenever. We're always in there discussing stuff or watching anime.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And like you say, it's a breath of fresh air to be able to like openly theorize and not be immediately told you're crazy. So.
Oh yeah. No, we're all crazy over here. That's part of the Inquisition. Well,
amazing.
Thank you for joining, and you jumped into the call where the world could hear your voice at this moment.
Yeah,
you're so brave.
I know.
You're so brave.
I try. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, we'll see you around.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Everybody, that was a new member to the Discord, and hopefully to the Inquisition, to the Golden Inquisition. Too Leaky, an easy name to say. Easier than Nostal. Easier than Cayman Bone. Easy name. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more caller. And then others may show up. We have 40 minutes left. So we shall see. Now that we've all got our excitement out, now it's time to talk to the one, the only, Sirius Moonlight. Sirius, better known as Rattle. Boom. Welcome back, Rattle.
There.
Oh, are you there? Welcome back. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, chilling. I'm snapped into a turtleneck Slim Jim. I'm
nice.
Top of my game. We thriving, bud. How are you?
That's good. Dude, I'm doing good, man. I'm having a great night. Saturday night. It's Friday for me. I don't got shit going on tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay up late.
Bruh, I know the feeling, dog. I know the feeling. Hey, that painting theory is pretty cool,
isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole
Good
thing
stuff.
was cool, like with the moon and Radon's fighting arena being like Mars, and I was like, "What?" I never, ever considered that. Not once. I don't even know what to
Wild
say.
stuff, bro.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing more from Too Leaky, if it's not too muchy. Jack, Rattle. would you like to answer the question of the week?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
All right, here we go. For you, Rattle, the question of the week is, what's it like to be tarnished?
I basically think that we don't really have a ton of agency here. We are a stapler. We're here to do tasks, and we are being pushed down to do it. We are here to inflict violence and to carry out a process at the start of the game, at the very start of it. So here's like kind of my read on everything is we're grace poured into a body, so to speak. Like we're not a, to me, I don't know if we're a set personality at the beginning. I think we're grace, we're life essence that's kind of put into a body, and that's the class that you choose because we take on the life essence, the blood echoes, the past whatever carcass it is that we end up, this mech
Mhm.
that we're put into. Okay,
Okay.
that have their different strengths and weaknesses depending on what we choose. And I think we're here to carry out a process. We try and cultivate runes. We try and put it all together into one little basket and deliver it like a DoorDash. Deliver all that power to the new, and become the new half of this god pair,
Uh-huh.
so to speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we develop agency over time, like because of our journey, but mostly because of getting great runes. I think like living like a tarnished is a different kind of existence in the sense that we can hold this like really divine type of power, this really epic power in our frames.
Uh-huh.
Because if you look at, I don't know, like if you look at, like for instance, we can hold the great rune. Because
Right.
so you look at other beings in this world, it's the demigods, and I mean I know it's debatable if that's just a title or not, that type of deal.
Right.
But they're the ones that have the great runes. If you look at somebody like, say, Renala, she doesn't have one. She holds one. Like she holds that amber egg. You get it from the egg. Like it's not. You don't get it after you. It's not in the same way. Like after you take out Radon or after you take out, all these different demigods and you get their rune from them, like Godric. We have the ability to hold that power because there's not a lot else inside us. It's we're here as a robot to kind of do that stuff
Okay.
and carry out this cycle.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that because of what you said, do you think tarnish are also the reason why we can create, being tarnished is the reason why we can create great runes or Elden runes, also known as mending runes?
Yeah, I think what that is it's different. So as we go on our journey, there are different elements in this world that try to get into this mechanism that is existence and keeping this particular existence alive. And I really can't help being really swayed by the stories of past games, how like, you take like the Dark Souls series and how it's about the irony of they don't want fire to fade. They don't want it to go away. And by they, I mean like, Gwyn or whoever's in power.
Right.
They don't want to lose that. And so it's just this over and over repetition of just not leaving, like just lingering
Right.
as long as they possibly can, feeding things to the fire to the point where even the world's doing something about it. The world's like saying, no, you got to go. But Dark Souls is a different podcast, different Discord, maybe. I'll say with us, and my theories can be a little flimsy, for sure.
And
But
that's okay, man.
Well, it's just trying to stay true to my original reading on things.
Uh-huh.
I see something trying to keep control, and if the greater will's no longer around, nobody's getting any messages from it. Then who is in control? And as I said in a video I recently put out talking about the nature of holy, it's if you look at that symbol in game for it, if you can find it, I know I'm not making this up, but if you look at it's still real to me, damn it. The symbol for holy is the two circles, like like how the fingers, the two fingers
Right.
symbol looks. So if the greater will's not around, then I always saw this as just an existence that's kind of perpetuated by the two fingers to keep whatever it is that they think they have, like life, power. I don't know what they'd be doing, just hanging out, or whatever, like
Straight
planted
chilling.
into the ground. Yeah, for sure. So I feel like they're just kind of middle management, and their district manager is just like, hey, I'm gonna go. Y'all just run things around here, and they're just kind of running everything from emails, and
Right.
and they don't want to lose their jobs. And we have this special frame that can hold this kind of power. We have the help of these they call them finger maidens, which I think is probably another construct made by them in the sense that they can take this power and translate it and put it into us as attributes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe somebody who was normally just born or made, however it works in this land. You have what you have until the time of your demise. But with us, we can become more intelligent, or we can just have more vigor, or we can that type of thing. You know, we can make a choice about changing our construct
Right.
over the course of the journey. And that's a special power endowed by the fingers to these finger maidens, and they give that to us.
Okay. That's a good answer. Very well thought out. Very deep. But I have a question, because while you were talking, right, you said something, and I want to ask you something. And it's a personal question, I guess you could say. What has changed since, what has changed of the game for you since creating videos, since you started, developing the lore and stuff like that? What's changed for you? Because it sounded like something's changed for you, but you don't want it to change. Is that what I was picking up?
Oh, bro, that's deep. I don't know.
Welcome to therapy on Golden Inquisitor.
Maybe that's the rattle shadow trying to whisper through my words. Like how do you mean?
Well, it sounded to me like your kind of apprehension, or whatever the word is. You have some type of anxiety, maybe, that continuing on in developing the lore for yourself, something will change than what you thought when you first started. Is that what I'm picking up? I don't want to ask leading questions, but that's what it seemed like when I was listening to you. Like you're struggling with staying true to yourself, your original idea. And as you speak and converse with other people, that might change. Are you afraid of that?
Yeah, that could happen, but if I'm zeroing in on what you're asking me, I will tell you, I get super nervous about this stuff just because everybody's so smart, like everybody in this Discord in particular, and I'm just a big dumb animal. So like sometimes I kind of like I might think I have an idea, but I'm like, oh, does that qualify? You know,
Uh-huh.
like is that like we're saying? Because seriously, you got people coming on this show, and you got people on Reddit. You got people. I don't really do Reddit that much, but we get that content here and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
people just seem to have just these deep grips on things, and I feel like I always try and explain the game to myself through like I really want to find some kind of mechanism.
What do you mean?
I feel like end of the day, it's a fictional story. So somebody, GRRM or Miyazaki or whatnot, I feel like it's gonna have some kind of like underneath tabletop game type of mechanic to things, and they build from there. I don't think it's a bunch of like gobbledygook like well magic or well time travel or things like that. So I try and keep a lot of my thoughts like grounded, and so I don't go that far into super abstract things. But then sometimes I wonder if like my own thoughts are too abstract because I'm like biased because they're like my thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Does that answer your question at all? Like
It doesn't.
Like, I don't know.
It doesn't.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Let me ask. Let me ask again. Since you first started playing the game, what has changed about it to you?
Not really a whole lot, other than new revelations that we got in Shadow of the Erd Tree. That's kind of made me have to completely double back on things.
So nothing.
Again,
so you still feel the same way about it when you first started playing it. You first started developing the story, exploring, and all of that. You still feel the same. I'm not asking to tell me about your mother and your father. No, I'm not Sigmund Freud, but you still feel the same way?
Yeah. I still get pretty locked into my own ideas on stuff. I'm always open to hear other things, and maybe that kind of leaks in. But when I get kind of set in on something, I feel the same. I just kind of go by my vibes.
Nice.
And try and like fit what I see into those vibes. But that don't mean I think I'm right. I just think it's the beauty of this game because nobody's going to get the right answer. which at the same time mean nobody has the wrong answer.
Right. You know what? I will share because, I don't want you to feel like you're on the spot. I will share what's changed for me since I started playing this game. Pretty much everything, Rattle. Everything. Like I've said before, I did not like this game when I first started playing it. I put it down for a year and a half or so. And the game
Blasphemy.
and the game has changed for me even more since I've started doing content for it. I've started to look at it through a different lens, through different interpretations, listening to all these people and their interpretations and thinking, do I believe that? Can I accept what they say? Or am I going to stick to what I believed in the first place? And there's been times where I've changed. Sure. But there's still things that I will stick to because I believe my interpretation is correct on my way. But like a few weeks ago, we had the question of the week. When you tell or share your lore theories, is your goal to change someone's opinion or not? And when I do my stuff, I'll say it again. It's not my goal to change anyone's opinion about the lore. I just want to have a conversation. That's all. So there you go. I've shared my therapy session. So I don't know if you're feeling on the spot, but just in case you were, there you go.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine talking about stuff. I'm not terribly deep, so I don't know if I understood your question. Could you give me an example of what's changed for you?
Sure.
Just one?
All
Or
right.
two?
So I'll give you the one that, you can go look at in the videos, the whole cosmic horror theme of it since starting, to look at this game in that lens, right? It's changed my opinion of the game a lot. Now, I used to think this was just like a regular Dark Souls game. Oh, you're back from the dead. You got to fight the gods and, save the world or whatever, or continue the world or change it. Right. And now I see it as this cosmic horror. I see it as like a Lovecraftian tale weaved into a medieval fantasy. And it's amazing with the outer gods or I guess, they're called outer gods and and like Matir and how like monstrous she is and the two fingers, how monstrous they are. And all these things, it just blows my mind that it's just laced into this game and it's so subtle and perhaps, so much of the community is desensitized from playing video games that we don't see the cosmic horror for what it is. What's that saying? You don't see the forest full of trees, the shit on your knees, or whatever Marilyn Manson says. And so that's changed for me. So now that I've like focused in on it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a worm, and those are parasites, and those are taking you over. And then it's like that's like all I see nowadays, and it's it's amazing to me. And that's one thing.
Well, we're all stars now in the Dope Show and everything. So
Exactly.
are you saying like you had your original take and then this one worm, pun intended, crawled into your ear, crawled into your head,
Right.
and it just completely changed your entire stance, your entire
changed it.
posture on it?
Yeah, because I thought it was just a stupid tree. I was like, oh, it's just a stupid tree. And
then it's never just been a stupid tree.
Well, to me it was. I mean, I just took it at face value. I took everything at face value, at low-hanging fruit. Remember when I first started, I was always telling people, don't go for the low-hanging fruit, and don't go too deep. It's somewhere in between. The truth is there.
Yeah.
And
You always did contradict yourself a whole lot when I first joined the server. I'm just kidding.
No,
but yeah, you're right. It's that balance right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: which one of these games, if any, have you played before Elden Ring?
Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1.
Okay,
I tried to play Bloodborne, but it was a horrible game. I said it out loud.
Oh my
horrible
God.
Game. Horrible. With a capital HR. Horrible.
I don't know, with everything that you describe about cosmic horror and the pantheon of gods and such, think it might be up your alley, but I'm not gonna challenge you based on the experience that you already have in here.
Right.
I walked into the game knowing it's well, just like everybody else. I'm no better and I'm no worse. I'm just not even that different. Anybody walking into this game that's had the prior past with them already knows that there's a lot in this, and it's not going to be shown to us, and it's more complicated than we think. And I knew walking in, especially after starting to get wind of outer gods, it links a lot to, I feel like it mirrors a lot of Bloodborne and the fantasy story sensibilities, the mechanisms that game employs, as opposed to what we saw in Dark Souls. And then we have Sekiro, but that one's, I don't want to speak for the man, but that one seems like a love letter to his home culture, like where he comes from. Though I don't know the gentleman personally, but it takes a lot of actual Japanese history and stories and concepts in that game. But anyway, what I'm getting at is if you look at Dark Souls, there's a set pantheon of things that are in charge of gods. You got Gwyn, you got Nito, you got all that stuff.
Right.
When you get into Bloodborne, they don't talk about a god. It's we're in this world. It's bleak, but there are very powerful beings called Great Ones. That's language they used in that game.
Right.
Things can ascend, and that was part of the pursuit of the
Right.
characters in that. And so so for better or for worse, that's what I came into with this game, because this game takes that stance too. It's like they try and tell you there's one God, but in the way that they say it, just as like your callers on this particular show before me had mentioned, if anybody's got to say it, then you're already raising an eyebrow at that.
Right.
And this game takes it as if there are, at least my interpretation of it, it's the same type of thing of Bloodborne, where there are powerful causal beings that become more than what a human ever can be, more so anything on the physical world or earth can be. And what they think and do doesn't reflect what humanity would want.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't reflect what is good for us or good for a planet. It's just they're so freaking powerful. They have their own pursuits in reality. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I didn't like about Bloodborne. Since we're just to touch on it.
Blood vials.
No, I don't like the Victorian setting. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I don't like steampunk or stuff like that. But so I just can't get
that.
I can't get into it. It's like it's like, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, it gives me the ick.
Hey man, we like what we like. You said you don't really dig like science fiction or nothing neither, right?
Right. It's true.
It's cool.
Let me ask you this. Is there anything you want to share with us today, or anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Oh no, I just wanted to come on and answer the question and get on the air. Just talk a little bit.
Oh, hey, promote your stuff.
Promote my stuff? What stuff? What are you talking about?
Come on, bro.
Ain't no stuff.
Come on. Do it.
Man, I don't like doing that on your channel.
I'll do it then. All right, everybody.
I'll grow up and I'll do it. All right.
Do
okay,
it.
So I make mid videos about little ideas that I have.
No.
Right?
Start over. Don't use the word mid.
I make videos. Thank you. But I make videos where like really a lot of my aim is to try and zero in on a facet of a story in hopes of creating, like, I suppose for myself, a toolbox of things to use to take this apart, to take the story apart and understand it. I mentioned before, I'm not terribly deep. So it's just kind of like, I want the hammer so I know how to hit the nails. I want the wrench so I know how to turn the screws. And or turn the nuts, or wait, pause.
What?
But like it's just my videos usually just kind of like they try and get at the true nature of something, and try and recognize what it is we're looking at. And if we can do that, then maybe we can find the truth in the story in the shadows between the shapes.
And where can they find your videos, bro?
My name's Serious Moonlight.
That's right. Serious Moonlight.
Underscore Serious Moonlight on the tubes, on the YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Look at all those hearts you're getting, bro.
Yay.
Anyways,
Hearts are cool.
thank you for coming by and talking with us, and hope to see you on the next one, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. I appreciate it. Good job on promoting yourself. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Adieu.
Let's see. All right, everybody. That was Serious Moonlight. Make sure you follow him. Watch his stuff on YouTube. Serious Moonlight @ Serious Moonlight. So we got one caller left. Let's see. We still have some time just in case anybody else wants to call in, but we got one caller left in the queue. And this man needs no introduction, but I will do one anyways. Because this is Godwin, but not Godwin at the same time. You may know him from such lore from Elden Ring as the Not Godwin channel. Everybody, please have a warm welcome. Returning guest of the show, friend of the Inquisition, Not Godwin. Welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Hey, hi. Good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I have a weird sleep schedule, so I just woke up.
Oh, did you? Oh, dang.
Yeah. I get up in like the dead of night just to practice my driving.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
He's a vampire, so
I am today.
Not Godwin, yes, vampire.
Yeah. I need to
doing?
write a book. I'm doing amazing.
Do you want to answer the write a book? Do you want to answer the question of the week, sir?
Sure, yes, I'd love to.
All right, for you, not Godwin, but Godwin. The question of the week for you is, I'm sorry. What's it like? Oh, my voice cracked. Sorry. What's it like to be tarnished?
I feel like it's that, I'm not sure if someone said this before, but it feels like that Doctor Strange meme, the Dormammu I've come to bargain thing, where you're constantly tormenting everyone on the island because you can't die. You just come right back. Even when we die, there's even like a slight passage of time. It's not like instantaneously back. I've often said that we are everyone's destined death. We're like the white blood cell in the system, just cleaning out everything.
Wow. Okay. That's it. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. You blew my mind for a minute.
No, it's fine.
Go ahead.
You didn't interrupt me at all. It's it's really fascinating because we're not like a champion of night. We're not like a balancer. We're very much on Team Gold and like influenced, it seems, by the greater will.
Mm-hmm.
But we can make our own choices and like screw him over. And betrayal, like if there's an element of betrayal in even like godly affairs, then yeah, you can betray a god and they don't always have the answers. So like not every god is omnipotent in Elden Ring.
Wow.
Or I mean the outer gods anyway.
Yeah. I really love what you said, that we are everybody's destined death. That is so fascinating. Do you think? Oh man, now I'm wondering. Like, do you think, Godwin, not Godwin, that we are the manifestation? That in a sense we are the manifestation of the rune of death?
Well, I was just about to say, I think this is why it doesn't show up in our inventory. Is it melds with us, like how I imagine Radon doesn't have his rune in his inventory.
Oh, wow. Wow, bro. Okay. Man, that is blowing my mind. I'm going to have to smoke on that one. Wow. Man, that is crazy. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're clearing the fields. We're like harvesting the lands between so that new stuff can grow.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think? What do you think? Well, all right. What do you think happens after we're done? Whichever ending that you choose to be, the canonical ending. What do you think happens afterwards? Now that we've cleared the field, like you said.
If patterns are to be believed, like if we look at past examples, our character goes through some random physical change. Like we don't stay tiny. Like we would be giant, more. We'd go through some horrific physical change from being the Elden Lord.
Oh,
But what happens to the rest, like the actual island?
right.
I'm not sure. It depends on how much politics you took in class. To be honest, like, because not everyone makes the best ruler. It's might doesn't make right. That's kind of what Elden Ring's telling us.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, let me ask you this. In your opinion, what is the canonical ending for you?
I hate to say this.
Wait,
but
wait. Are you going to say Dung Eater?
No,
Okay, good.
no,
Okay, go ahead. I thought you were
no,
Jackal for a
no,
minute. All right,
no.
go ahead.
I was going to say Ronnie's ending.
Ronnie's ending. Okay.
Yeah, because I like the whole day has to go into night sort of idea. This whole the wheel must turn, whole cycle of day and night. Like this is why the Nox were forced underground because it was their turn, but they were like we were shoving them off of the seesaw. We were like, no, I can use the seesaw by myself.
Oh, really?
That's pretty much the Golden Order in its entirety. Is they know it's a 2-person game, but they're like, no, don't need you. That's why they're
Wow.
constantly shoving away those who live in death and stuff.
That's a great interpretation. I don't know if you were here earlier, but we had a caller named Too Leaky. Easy name to say. I wish somebody would. People should pick easy names like that. Too Leaky. Did you listen to her answer? Because she also brought up the. I don't know, I'm just joking about the names. The answer that Ronnie's ending is, I think it was like the one that we were supposed to choose eventually, because
Yes,
in her
yes.
interpretation, oh yeah, okay. So how's your interpretation saying that continuing the wheel, because day goes into night, but in her interpretation it was breaking the wheel instead of the Elden Lords and all over again, and unto eternity type thing.
Well, that even plays into the whole Daenerys thing from Game of Thrones, where she thinks she's like burning the wheel, but rather she's just setting the wheel on fire so that it hurts even more when it runs over people.
Right.
So it's Ronnie is taking away the Elden Ring, but she's taking it back into space, and we all know that the Elden Ring fell as a star. So this is all repeating the cycle all over again. Eventually, the Elden Ring will fall back down, and the cycle begins again.
Oh. Do you
Yeah,
think,
like if
what
she's taking
way?
it away into space, if she's taking it away into space, then eventually gravity and regression and stuff, the Elden Ring will find its way back to the lands between.
That's an interesting interpretation. Okay. So you think no matter what, it'll come back. You don't think it'll go to a
Yeah,
different planet or something?
it could, and that's how all of these Erd trees are being spread.
Hmm.
That we see in the Phantom trees in like the Elden Beasts boss arena for sure.
I only have one objection with that theory about that total ending, is that if there's nobody there if she goes off into dark space and into the endless night or whatever she says, who's there to kill her for the Elden Ring to find its way back? There would be nobody, right? It's just her and the Elden Lord. Unless we kill her like we killed our maiden.
Oh, this is why I wish you played Nightray.
I did play
because I want to talk about.
It wasn't very good.
I was going to talk about Caligo and how. Remember, I think last time I was talking about how cold is about emotional cold and you removing yourself from the world and not caring about people and leaving them to their fate and stuff. And that's what Ronnie's ending comes off as, at least the weird translated version because sometimes there is two different translations for Ronnie's ending, and one of them seems a lot more kinder. But yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure if Ronnie just would slip into a continual building of apathy in which she wouldn't care if we left or if we took the Elden Ring or if maybe possibly we kill Ronnie like later down the line just so that we can experience something different, because this is the whole theme as well through Elden Ring is disparity. If there's something different, then there's chemistry, something can actually happen. A story can only progress with a villain or a problem. This is the whole disparity is like the difference between.
So you're saying that Ronnie's ending is a sad ending. It's the worst ending because we kill Ronnie at the end. Is that what you're saying?
Or she banishes us.
Is that what you're saying? She's gonna leave us.
Or
I can't. No, I'm joking.
I'm glad you feel that way because Ronnie is one of the very few examples of at least outright love. It feels like
what?
She loves EG. Yeah, she loves EG. She loves Blythe. I'm not sure if she loves us, but like
I'm about to say,
not many characters in the game actually like love each other, to be honest.
Rhea and Tanith.
Yeah, Ryan and Tanith. That's a good example.
They love each other.
Hornsent loved his kids and
Morgott and Moog.
Right? Do they love each other?
Yeah. Remember, Morgott ended up using blood flame and stuff like that in his fight because he loved his brother.
Yeah.
He was like, come on, if he had that means he was down with his brother and deep in his heart.
Yeah. Also, you know how they changed the.
Let me give you another one.
Sword.
Let me give you another true love scenario. Not true love, like romantic. Radagon and Mikla.
That does seem like at least a healthy relationship one way. I'm not sure if it goes both ways.
Yeah, both ways. Because Mikla gave Radagon gifts and Radagon reciprocated.
You're right. They made spells.
Right.
They made spells for each other for sure.
Right. Oh,
it's just Radagon's so creepy that I'm thinking he's just grooming a new body for him to hop in.
He's not a bad guy. He's misunderstood.
He's a body hopping weirdo.
Oh my God! Blasphemy! He's just
next video is going to be. Next video is going to be covering that as well.
Really? You have a new video coming out?
Yeah.
Tell us
about the dance. Yeah, it's going to be about the dancing line, but it's also going to slip into Radagon and how
he's a good father.
Maybe we'll find out. Who knows?
God, I can't wait for this video to come out, man. I'd love to see. I'd love to see some father positivity in the Elden Ring community. I'd love to see that. I think if you don't do it, I'll do it. I'll make a father positivity video.
We need it. We do. You should make it for Father's Day.
When's that? Is that coming out, Brian? God damn.
I love you, man.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
Anyway, I was gonna say, speaking of dads, Godfrey's line, like all of Godfrey's kids, Godwyn, Morgott, Moog, Godric, even Godric, down the line, they all leave bodies behind. And this is something that the other demigods don't really seem to do. Other than Ronnie does, like Ronnie leaves her body behind, but when we kill them, it really throws me for a loop because it feels like we should have had a Moog corpse. But like, I mean, Ansbach talks of them transporting the corpse up the tower, which is a weird mental visual to have, but
right. But yeah, when we kill him, he fades away.
Yeah. But like Godric, Morgott, Godwyn, Ronnie, they all leave corpses behind.
initially we all believe as a community, I guess, that if your body doesn't disappear, that means you weren't blessed by the Erd tree, or you were shunned by the Erd tree, right? You're not allowed to go back into it.
Yes. This is why I keep wrestling with the concept of, is the Erd tree the tree of life, or is it the tree of rebirth? Because the Haley tree seems to be more the tree of rebirth than anything. But it seems, but now it's like the tree is just like the greater will. It knows it's a 2-player game, but it's like, I don't need you. We only need the one tree now. We're good.
Right. See, I think the tree, I don't think it's a tree of rebirth. And yes, we do have a remembrance of Moog Nozzle. But I don't think it is what the propaganda says it is. And I've been struggling with that idea recently too. I think it is some type of parasitic entity that is feeding on the souls, because at work, while I'm digging in my ditch, I wonder, occasionally, do we ever meet anybody that's ever been rebirthed from the Erd tree? Do you know? If you know, let me know. If somebody knows out in chat world or in the ether out there, let me know. Do we know of anybody?
Does the amber egg count? Is it like a product of the Erd tree if it can like rebirth people like Bach and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say that that counts. I would say that's its own thing.
Also, we still don't know how spirit ashes work, so maybe that is spirit ashes.
Maybe
rebirthed by the Erd tree. But no, never mind. That's more Nox technology, we found out. Those weird obelisks that allow you to summon spirit ashes, they have like Nox carvings on them.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Dang. Yeah. But I've always felt that the Erd tree was remembering these really great battles and storing them into its like memory. And that's why not everyone gets a remembrance. It's the Erd tree is all about the clout and the glory and the fame, because that's what runes are. It's the fame and the story attached to your name. It's what your name means to people.
Right. True.
And that would also explain like the doubles thing. Like I've explained the doubles thing in a different way, but it also explains like people with the same name, like D and D.
Yeah. Interesting. That's really deep. That's the 2 D's. That's really deep. Deep. That's deep.
Thanks, man. Dang, I was wondering if you had any question before I hop off.
Do I have any questions? Yeah, I always got questions, bro. And that's why I'm the Golden Inquisitor. So let me ask you some questions about your channel, right? Everybody knows Not Godwin. You have a channel, right?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Not Godwin.
I'm like near 800 subscribers now.
See? You're doing great. You're doing great, man. Yeah. When can we expect a next video, my friend?
Oh, definitely next month or early June, for sure. Actually, early May. Early May. What am I saying?
Early May.
Yeah. I'm just wrestling with a lot of real life stuff, like doing taxes and all that.
Dude, I just got my taxes done too. I finally got that paperwork. Finally. But yeah, it's hell. It's hell. Let's see. No, you've basically got my mind just in a loop right now, trying to remember if there's anybody we've ever met that was born out of the Erd tree. Because the symbolism shows us, right? But is that just propaganda from the faith, or is it not what, or is it something else entirely, right? Because because also another thing. Let me ask you this: do you believe that everybody, let's say for instance, that everybody that we get a remembrance from, right, all the demigods, since they're already in the Erd tree, do you think they're already dead?
I would refer you to Aneki Poo's video on this because she did a great video on explaining how like we're all dead and it's like an afterlife. She does great videos like that. I hope that's a good answer.
I mean,
because I haven't tried to tackle this area before because I want to read the I've read Dante's Inferno, but I want to read the one about purgatory because Elden Ring feels more purgatory coded, if anything.
Let me ask you this then. In reading the one about purgatory, what do you hope to learn about Elden Ring?
Just to see, just to point at the book and do the brain activation meme, you know, like the neuron activation meme, like, oh, this matches and stuff. Because I've had a great time matching up stuff from the Silmarillion, which is like J.R.R. Tolkien's prequel to The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can find a lot of different. More like it's kind of like context clues that we pick up from side fiction because George R. R. Martin himself said that like stealing from one person is plagiarism, but stealing from everybody is just research. And yeah, which explains how Elden Ring is constructed for sure.
I believe that. I believe that they did have a lot of inspiration from a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot. All right, man. Is there anything else you would like to discuss? Because if not, I'm going to close the show, my friend.
Oh, no. You have a great night. And it's been a terrific show tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a lot of great discussions, man. Especially yours. It's very deep.
Thanks.
I look forward to your next video and everybody else's. I mean, everybody's making new content. It's great, man. It's like I said a few weeks ago, man, it's like the, what is it? The Elden Ring lore second renaissance or whatever. Cause it's, man, we're getting all these fresh ideas. It's great, man. And with the Tarnished edition, right? That's coming out. Let me know what you think about this. With that coming out, there's going to be even more new interpretations of contents because it's going to have it's going to bring in new players, right? So, and they're going to have their own perspectives. And I hope they do. I hope they don't watch, content creators and then just regurgitate what they've heard, but develop something unique that we haven't heard. What do you think about that?
I didn't even consider that. I was more hyped about like the armor sets and like getting a carrion skin. But I love the whole influx of different opinions because I feel like we need so many different views to actually understand what we're looking at. Because if you see it from only head on, you're only getting half the picture. We need to see in 3D from multiple perspectives and stuff for sure.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and that's the way I feel. All right, then, man. I will let you go so we can watch some anime after this.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, relax at our respective houses alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then, man. I will talk to you later, and I'll see you here in a little while. Take it easy, man.
Okay, see you, man. You too. Have a great night,
everybody. That was Not Godwin. Make sure you follow him on the YouTube. Not Godwin. Great lore theorist. Great guy. Guarantee you'll love his stuff. Let's see what else. All right. So just once again with the announcements, right? Announcements. The call-in show is going to be moving to Wednesday. So this Wednesday, 7:00 call-in show, open mic. If anybody wants to call in, and it's not just for content creators, ladies and gentlemen, it's for everybody who joins the Discord. You can call in and discuss Elden Ring with me. Or if you want, you can call in on the Inquisition Radio Live channel. That's going to be on Saturdays now. And discuss it with the Tribunal, which is me, Sirius Moonlight, and Boss Saucer, and special guests to be announced pretty soon, probably tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. Because I got to talk to them. And let's see, what else? Yep. Remember, tomorrow we're just doing Resident Evil in the morning, and then I'm gonna go to church. So y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe. Make sure. Oh, I never asked for anything, but I will ask for this, please. If you watch on mobile, hit that hype the video. That's all I'm going to ask. That's it. The rest is up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the weekly open mic call-in for Elden Ring lore discussion. And I've been your host, the Golden Inquisitor. We'll see y'all next time. Whoop whoop.